let's look at how duty rotas are managed in Involve. We'll start off on our main calendar and add some events which will form duties. There are 3 types of events that feed into the duty rotas at the moment. The first and the main one is a timetable event, such as lunches and break duties. The second is detentions, particularly where you have something like a whole year group detention, which is rotated. And then we also have registration events, particularly where you might take a house registration or a boarding registration and rotate the staff on that duty. Let's add a timetable event for now. This can be added as a recurring or one-off. Normally you'll just want to add recurring events for the whole year or just one term. We put in the name of the duty, select from one of the preset activities, and then configure the timings, days of the week, and this can even cover a 2-week calendar. If there's a particular room or space attached to the duty, we can add it here. And then crucially, we set the required number of teachers for this rota. Pods allows us to narrow down which year groups or other grouping types this duty particularly applies to. So if you have a split lunch or break, you can set up separate duties for the different sets of year groups. If you also want this item to appear on student calendars, such as for lunches and breaks to show up, leave this box here ticked. Otherwise, you'll want to deselect it. And if this runs for any shorter period than the whole year, you can change the end date of this recurring duty here. We'll save that now. That's been added as a recurring daily event for the rest of the year. And now let's head to the Duties Manager to set up the staff on that rota. We go to the school and then to the Duties tab. On the main screen here we have the current set of duties and the assigned staff members that is published. That means for these duties, these staff members have this on their timelines as of right now. We can see here that some highlighted in red don't yet have any staff assigned, so we'll need to make some changes. At the top, we go to the Draft tab to make any kinds of changes. And for each duty, we can change which staff members are assigned, or we can do that in bulk by selecting multiple rows at once. You can either check the box at the top, or you can click one checkbox, hold the Shift key, click another, and it will select all of the rows in between. Now we can apply some bulk changes, so we can assign or remove the staff on all of these duties at once. So let's put Alan onto those 7 duties, and there he is. When we're ready to publish some of these changes onto our teachers' calendars, select the draft changes that we want to make public, and then we click the Publish button in the bottom right. That's now immediately put those duties onto the relevant staff calendars. On both of these tabs, you'll have noticed that we have various options for filtering the duties by things like the day of the week or the pod types, or we can simply use the search bar, as with many pages on Involve, to narrow down the duties that we're looking at. Let's just come back to our own calendar as a teacher, and we can see that duties appear in our calendar alongside other lessons and activities that we're involved in. And as with all kinds of events on Involve, you can simply click on a duty to access messaging, in this case internal messaging for other staff members, in case there are any notes we need to write or share relevant to this event. Lastly, just a reminder that duties feed into cover on Involve. So if a staff member has an absence approved, that will flag up not only classroom lessons and other activities, but any duties they were on for cover and assignment to other staff members. That's all for now.